It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Check 99, check 99. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Eddie Jackson.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Bears nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They go play action. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Higgins got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Chicago.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Trubisky to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He's across.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Gets this to his running back. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And a 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Trubisky lets this one rip toward Graham. It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Again has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call. As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Lock working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The connection made, it's Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Denver.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He was brought down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Lock. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. following the penalty. Montgomery, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Montgomery on the handle.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
It's a
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller, his second sack of the night. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Locke. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
And 15 yards to go.
One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they... The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third down, Henry. Room past the 20. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big run there by Henry. 43 yards.
9-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there. 45, Mike, 45.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Broncos first down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Blocked. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locke throwing on target to Fant. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 48 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Brandon McManus lining.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Tennessee. Now Tannehill. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Broncos.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Chopper! Chopper! Sit, get called guard!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
42-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was a second time. He was able to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Henry, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans